Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, girl, we are going to be sipping all the tea about things you can do during this dreadful quarantine to keep you and your family happy and satisfied. Let's start with the first thing. I wrote a little list here so that I could keep track of everything and share with you guys some of the things that we have been doing lately and incorporating into our everyday or every week routine to help spice things up a little bit. So the first thing is we have sought out local farmers markets in our area. There are a lot of local farmers that are struggling right now. We have some beautiful flowers. We have strawberries. We have cucumbers. You can smell those strawberries from a mile away, and the cantaloupe. All this stuff was grown in the sandhills of North Carolina, not far from where we are. A lot of the restaurants that have closed down has affected the farmers. There are a lot of farmers that are now hitting the farmers markets on the weekends trying to make extra money. So it's one way that you could both support your local farmers as well as really support your community that you live in. We have started going to the farmers market on either Saturday or Sunday, and it has really been so much fun. So it's an outdoor huge market. You can go out there with your mask on, you got your hand sanitizer, and you try to keep your 6 feet distance, but it's a great way to get fresh fruits and vegetables and not be enclosed like you are inside of a grocery store. We have been able to support local flower farmers as well and get our, for nothing, $5 for a beautiful bouquet of flowers to help make us happy during this time, so there's nothing better than looking at a beautiful bouquet of flowers. Jay and I started our own garden in our backyard, and I will not take credit for it. My husband has been doing all the work with that, but there's nothing like eating food from the earth that is right behind your house. You know what I mean? So a farmer's market is so fun, and it's something that I recommend for everyone to do. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you could definitely follow me at Teacher Brittany, where I show you guys our trips to the farmer's market each week and kind of some of the stuff that we pick up and how we cook it throughout the week as well. We go get frozen yogurt at least once a week. So our froyo place opened back up. My daughter loves froyo like Disney. Like, it's like as if you were telling her, do you want to go to Disney World? Like, she's that excited about froyo. And the froyo place that is in our local neighborhood is so great. The first moment you walk in, there's hand sanitizer there, there's gloves, and there's usually never anyone in there, honestly. I mean, I feel like we're the only customers that actually go. But, you go straight in, you have your hand sanitizer, which is required, you get your froyo, and then you can sit outside with it. Oftentimes, like I said, we're the only family out there, but it's really, really nice. And I feel like there's zero danger of COVID-19 outside, enjoying a cup of froyo on a very hot day. So I would definitely recommend an ice cream parlor, a froyo, or supporting some small business like that has the pandemic precautions in place to help keep you safe, but also having a good time as well. Third thing is that check out your parks and rec. Local gardens and parks. A lot of our local gardens and parks have begun to open up with precautions. For instance, there's this park in Greensboro. I can't remember the exact name of it, but we went today actually. It's a garden and it's made for children. We were the only family out there. And you call and you can ask, when is your high traffic times? When is your low traffic times? Oftentimes they'll tell you a Monday or a Wednesday, there's rarely anyone out there. So try to go when there's not a lot of people so you can really enjoy yourself. We just walked around the garden, looked to see what they were growing in the garden. There's letters and numbers and colors and shapes all throughout the garden.
Bridge and the blocks on the other side.
Okay.
What color blocks do you see? What's this one? What color?
That's blue.
That's blue. What color is this one? What color?
Green.
Green.
And there's just so much to see there. And I'm sure that even if you live in a small rural town, you can just drive a few minutes. Parks and rec is everywhere in the United States. So you can always find a local park or something to where you can go out and just explore. our local science center opened up as well. So there's science centers, there's museums that are opening up with precaution, and you can wear your mask indoors. And if you're outdoors, so for instance, with our science center, there is an indoor aquarium, and they have it marked off where you have to follow in a certain direction. Wow.
The brush nose and a sandbar.
You see the shark? You see a stingray? Wow, it's so cool. One of like 3 or 4 families in here. There's not a lot of people in here at all. It's awesome. And then once you get outside, I mean, it's so huge out there, you don't really have to wear a mask. Most cities and states have local zoos and places that you can go outside. And like if we were to come in contact with another family, we would just quickly pop on our mask. But for the most part, I think we were one of 3 families in the whole entire park. Again, calling ahead of time and asking when is your low traffic time and your high traffic time. We actually even got a membership, so that way it would be easier for us to go at our leisure whenever we want to. We were able to show Joanna all the cool fish and aquarium, and then like I said, outside there's in our zoo there's tigers, there's lemurs, and it's a really great learning opportunity. As you guys know, I am homeschooling my daughter, so we're reading all the signs, we're explaining kind of what the animals, fun facts about the animals and things like that. This is called a green wing macaw. A macaw's large, powerful beak can exert 350 pounds of pressure per square inch. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. And the last thing is go for a hike. To me, a hike is very different from just a walk outside.
Go that way? Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
A lot of times my family and I will go on an afternoon walk, and that's fine. But hiking is so much more fun. We actually found out that there's a trail right behind our house. And not only is there a trail, but nobody knows about it. And there are hundreds and hundreds of berry bushes back there. And so we go and pick berries and walk along the trail. One week we picked huge bouquet of flowers that we found back there. But we found it, and it's so nice because, like I said, it's better than just to walk around your neighborhood because there's so much more that you can explore. We put on our sunscreen, we put on our hats, and we hit the trail. And then one cool thing that we do is when we come home, we'll make like a nature table or something like that, to where I'll show Joanna like, okay, we got a dead butterfly on our nature table. We have this type of flower, or we learned about this type of bush. And it's just a really fun learning opportunity, but also just great to get outdoors. So I really hope that these tips helped you guys today and that you can think more clearly about what it is that you want to do. I think my biggest tip of all is to call ahead of time and see when things are low traffic. That way you know what you're going to be getting yourself into. Nobody wants to, in the middle of a pandemic, be surrounded by a whole bunch of other people when we're supposed to be keeping our distance. So it's really important to know like when those low traffic times are and try to stick for those. And then with the farmers market, like I said, even if there is a lot of people out there, it's still better than a grocery store where everyone's enclosed in one area. You're outside and it's so much better. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.